Oh, yeah. I think age, okay, because it's one of those that you can discriminate against. How many employees have thought because of their age that they were being discriminated against? I think there's a real lawsuit here. And then in 1998, California voted for Proposition 227, strict restrictions on bilingual education. The proposition severely limited parents' discretion in choosing the best education programs for their children. Yeah. Now, civil rights groups are currently in the process of challenging the statute through bills in the state Congress. Yeah. Now, let's say that you severely restricted my right. You limit my right as a parent to have discretion in choosing the best education for my sons. Yeah. Because you issued a dissolution of marriage where I received no dissolution of marriage, no notice of court hearings. Yes. You had no jurisdiction because I'm domiciled on Guam. Right. And in my discretion, I would think the best education that they should receive is the education of those in their same age group. Yeah. Now, you're going to continue to obstruct my rights as a parent because this is going to be a good sized lawsuit, okay? Other litigation education has invoked the Title VI against schools and boards of education, alleging discrimination against those of the wrong age group. Now, how many emails did you need to get before you realize how insane this is? I can sue every school board. Yes, I can sue every school of the United States of America for having any knowledge of you segregating my sons based upon age. Oh, now the Department of Education has an Office of Civil Rights. Yeah, that monitors schools' policies and ensures integration because of the age of the individuals. Yes, they're in the wrong grade because of their age, and they're in the wrong grade because you issued court orders that did not protect my rights as a father. Oh, so when did you think you were going to remove your fraud? I will be suing the Department of Education, the employees of the Office of Civil Rights that have monitored schools' policies, poop, and the schools that thought, well, we're not liable, but you are. Now, there's a big sign here, right here, okay? I'm going to sign these lawsuits because my attorneys are going to explain to me what they say. There might not be a lot of Latin in them. Poo-poo. Now, this is a World Almanac of 2019. Oh my gosh, look at that. Something we haven't looked at this year. Now, these professional sports organizations, oh, look at that. Now, I understand the Seahawks lost. And for all of you in the family, yes, that did bet on the outcome of the game and you lost, you bet the farm. Some muscles showed up from Dallas. Why don't you get me all the individuals that are employees of the professional sports organizations for the last 40 years? The Washington Nationals? Yes. The Atlanta Hawks? Now, you would say the National Football League. Oh my golly. Now, I just want to know, okay, as upsetting as it was that the Seahawks did not win, and I just watched the last couple minutes of the game, and it was a very frustrating experience. I feel your pain. Okay. I understand what you're feeling right now. Okay. But you know how the family always bets the farm on everything they're absolutely sure about. Now, there are a few other professional organizations. The Teachers American Federation of, yeah, approximately 3,000. Yeah. Why don't you get me all those in the labor union and professional organizations? Yes. Now, Labor's International Union of North America. Ooch, that's a good one. And Longshoremen's. You know, while I was watching Martin Marvels, there's a tremendous amount of electricity that's being used in the ports. It looks like these very large cranes that load and unload ships. They're electric. Could you see if there's any leaking of electricity? Because it was really a tremendous show, and they've ordered 12 new ones from the Longshore Union in California, right? And they're building in China or someplace like this. And I thought, no, I think I could do better than the Chinese, as much as the Chinese dislike this thought. Yeah. But having these electric, why? I mean, can you imagine the amount of electricity that's being used in the ports throughout the world? Hmm. Now, we had a leaking of electricity because of the railroads. It seemed that one of the guys that went to high school with works in the railroad. Yeah, Jeff Cubley. Could you just go through all of the electricity usage in each and every port of the United States? Somebody could have thought, well, I'm just going to amp them. Now, letter carriers, National Association of approximately 2,000 members. Mine Workers of America. Yes. And then there's the News Guild. Oh my gosh, Communication Workers of America. The nurses and the office and professional employees. Now, the Police Association International Union of 100+ thousand members. I did know of the Fraternal Order of the Police Chiefs, and I thought for sure I was going to sue them, but considering how many cops in how many cities have knowledge of my sons in the wrong grade, yes, have knowledge that they themselves are in the jurisdiction that could file a 2-count criminal complaint because they know where I was on June 16th. And they know of the fraud of issuing court orders without any due process, civil rights, or actual signatures of the parties. Yes. Why don't we just look through all the police associations, all 100,000+ members? Yes. That you can be fired and sued from actual employment in a police department for your knowledge of crime. Yes. Now, the 113,309 members of the Rural Letters Carriers Association, a National Association of Rural Letters Carriers Association. These must be the individuals that are contracted with the Postal Service to deliver mail in rural areas. Yeah. You ever seen them driving their own personal vehicle? The steering wheel's on the normal side instead of the other side of the vehicle. Yeah.